The mobile testing landscape has fundamentally shifted, with AI driven automation now delivering measurable ROI across industries. Learn in this episode of AI Dev Tools about AI powered mobile testing. And joining us today is Charanpreet Singh, who's the automation lead architect at Cognizant. Hi, Charanpreet, and welcome to the show.
Hello, Simon. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. So let's get started. I'm sharing my screen. So okay, let's move on. As we know, this is AI-powered mobile test revolution. This is the first slide. Let's move on to second slide. So I would like to, first talk on, highlighting the traditional approaches that we are using right now. Right now, as a part of this traditional approaches, we have a lot of bottlenecks as such when we do manual testing. So manual bottlenecks generally slow down the process. And in mobile automation, if we have manual things, right, so limited device coverage as such, right? So if I'm doing manually, obviously I have 4 or 5 devices in hand, and I'm going to limit myself, right? So this is another pain point in mobile automation, in mobile testing basically. And then we have these feedbacks, right? Feedback delays are always there, right? Feedback loops are delayed, slowing down resolution and all those things. And then we have this high resource dependency as well. So obviously we always have a we don't have resources easily available for mobile testing as such. So we always have dependency on large QA teams. Okay, QA resources available, not available, right? So these are some of the bottlenecks, and we are just trying to shift mobile testing landscape to mobile manual to mobile automation using various clouds, as well as we will be using AI into those clouds, which will really transform our mobile testing journey as such, right? So AI driven transformation. So what we are trying to do here is focus testing where it's most needed, intelligent test prioritization, right? That is, it requires a focus testing where we can focus on what all the critical paths are for mobile testing as such. Then we have predictive defect detection. So here we are just trying to spot the issues upfront. Okay, so possibility is we can using this AI driven transformation and automation, we can spot on the issue well in advance. Then automated cross platform validation. So basically if I'm testing once, I can test on various other platforms as such, right? So using this AI driven and automation clouds as such, right, it is easy to achieve that. Then demonstrable ROI and efficiency as well, right? So basically, this will also improve the speed and quality and cost savings as well, for if we are going this for the long term as such, plan for the long term. So as we know, AI is a future, and cloud plus AI is a deadly combination, I will say. And I'm also into mobile automation and things like that, so I can understand how it is really useful. Now, coming back to next slide, cross industry success metrics. Here we are talking about defect reduction, 58% of defect reduction as such, right? And in production, this results in fewer user complaints and reduced churns as well, right? So production, we will have very less user complaints if we are using this. This matrix also shows about 65% faster releases as well, you know so from weeks to days, making companies more agile as such. Accelerated releases cycles through enhanced automation. We have 45% cost savings as such. So this reduced infrastructure costs with optimized cloud native device forms. So thanks to cloud native testing environments, which are really helpful to achieve this cost saving. Then I will say 99.7% feature parity achieves cross-platform consistency via automated validation. This will ensure consistent user experience across the platforms. and this presents powerful success metrics, from around 500 plus employees. So yeah, this will really help metrics. And then these numbers are not aspirational, but they are proven and repeatable, always, most of the times. Now let's move on to next slide. AI driven predictive testing. So in this, basically, purpose of this is basically to explain how AI proactively improves the quality, how AI driven frameworks improves the quality using cloud based automation. So first, in this first, we have to do risk assessment. Algorithms are there, where we are leveraging machine learning algorithms, analyze code changes as such. So this, what we are going to do is analyze code changes, historical bugs, and user behavior to identify high risk zones. So we are saying, why test everything when AI can tell you what matters the most here, right? So basically, AI will let us know, this is the critical path you have to test more around this. So that is risk assessment algorithms are there with AI models. Then we have intelligent resource allocation. So we have to prioritize our automation, basically, right? So focus testing teams and computer powers on the riskiest, most valuable components. So whatever we seems as a risk, we have to, high priority task, we have to focus more on those and automate it based on the AI driven approaches. Then we have this proactive defect prevention. So by identifying potential issues through pattern recognition early in the development cycle, basically. So what we are saying here is catch issues before they become bugs, effectively moving quality control earlier in the SDLC life cycle. So that will really help, in when we go on, right? That will be a cost effective as well if we are identifying issues upfront using AI and this cloud based platforms. Now, let's talk about industry specific success patterns. First, we'll talk about the financial services. So, purpose here is basically tailor AI benefits to specific verticals. So, basically, based on vertical needs, right? We have financial service, retails, and healthcare. So, financial services, if we talk about, we achieved around 43% fewer compliance violations, and then integrated fraud detection within test automation, improve transaction security validation as such, right? So basically, we are talking about like achieve the compliance violations and integrated fraud detections and transaction security validations as such in financial sector. Then if we talk about retail, managed traffic surges up to 300% without failure. So what we are saying here is 300% surge we have observed here. Okay, it is a managed traffic which enable platform to seamlessly handle traffic spikes up to 300%. We are ensuring checkout process resilience under conditions of high concurrency. So here we are talking about seamless checkout under various loads. Okay, and then we are talking about streamlined multi-region payment gateway validation for a global reach. Basically, we are talking about enable global commerce with multi-region validations that will in retail, basically. And then we talk about healthcare. Healthcare, we have improved regulatory testing efficiency by 89%. Yeah, that's good number, 89% regulatory. Then automated HIPAA compliance, basically HIPAA compliance, and developed robust patient data security validation framework. So standard data privacy testing for patient records. So yeah, so this AI automation cloud tools, basically we are talking about it. It will give you more secured environment for all the privacy needs as such for all the industries like financial, retail, and healthcare. So now let's move on to next slide. So now we are talking about next generation automation frameworks, right? So we have we have mobile device farms, right? Basically these are various tools that enable transformation. So cloud native device farms, right? So leverage scalable infrastructure for thousands of devices configuration, achieving 45% lower cost. So what we are saying is we have various clouds available in the market like AWS, Azure, or Amazon Device Farm, or there are many others, right? So we have in-house clouds, or we have various on-premise clouds as well. So what we are saying is on-demand, scalable, and cost-efficient testing infrastructure as per our needs, right? Company needs, right? So we can leverage that. Then supports thousands of devices, as it we can. These are on-demand devices. We can use any devices, right? iOS, iPads, Android devices, because it's really not feasible to purchase all these devices. A better solution is go by cloud with AI. And then we can talk about DevOps integration pipelines. So integrate seamlessly with CI/CD and featuring automated quality gates and real-time feedback loops. Testing becomes part of CI/CD lifecycle. Without CI/CD, in my career nowadays, I have not seen anything without CI/CD pipelines, where we have builds are getting installed, scripts are getting executed automatically. We are getting the results automatically in no time. Automated quality gates prevent bad code from progressing as well. So basically, using this DevOps integrated, we can obviously, quality gates and real-time feedback loops are available. Then cross-platform consistency engine. So utilize unified test suites to ensure 99.7 feature parity across iOS, Android web platforms. So what this means is one test suite for Android, iOS, and web ensures 99.7 feature parity. So basically, here we are talking about synergy. Components work together, basically, right? I mean, if I am executing one script on iOS or Android and web platforms, it will work same across. I don't have to, create different scripts, or test cases accordingly. So yeah, this is really a good, framework to use. These are all next generation frameworks. Now let's move on to next slide. Advanced testing capabilities, basically. So what we are trying to show here is AI's versatility in handling modern challenges. So real time fraud detection, integrated advanced fraud detection algorithms directly into testing workflows, ensuring robust security validation before deployment. So what we are trying to say here is test actively simulate fraud scenarios to validate defenses, basically, right? So basically, we are trying to execute fraud scenarios, which will validate our defenses as such, right? Then we are talking about global language validation. So automate testing across 40 plus markets and language, guaranteeing consistent localized user experience worldwide. So what we are trying to say here is we have 40 plus markets to ensure localization. There are many languages, many markets are available, right? So yeah, it's available in all different languages, wherever we have a reach. So global language validation. Then we have comprehensive network simulation. So conduct precise performance testing under device diverse connectivity scenarios, from high speed 5G to intermittent rural connections. So what we are trying to say here is test simulate 5G, 4G, 3G, or any unstable connections where we don't have much network. It's vital for ensuring our mobile net apps work well in rural or emerging markets as such. So yeah, we this AI driven networking capabilities are there, which will help in all these networks areas as well. Then we have automated accessibility compliance, where we are leveraging AI powered visual recognition to automatically validate adherence to WCAG 2.1 standards, enhancing inclusivity. So, what we are trying to say here is visual AI checks and apps against WCAG 2.1 standards, promotes inclusivity and compliance with global regulations, basically. Yeah. So these cutting edge capabilities collectively provide unparalleled testing coverage efficiency for surpassing the limitation of traditional approaches. Yes, nowadays this is really helping cloud plus AI. Okay, so now let's move on to I think there's a case study, global finance institution. So over here, I would like to talk on these challenges what we have in traditional manual approaches, basically global financial institution case study. So we have around 2000 manual test cases, lengthy 8 weeks regression cycles, persistent compliance issues, recurrent critical production defects as such, right? So always in traditional ways we are having a lot of challenges, I don't have to go much detail into it, but yeah, as a manual QA, how we are going to do. But now we will see how AI powered solution will help us here. So implemented predictive test prioritization. So here what we are talking about is predictive prioritization, streamlined testing. Basically, we know this might happen using AI powered solutions, right? AI knows, okay, this is going to happen if we are going to use this. Then deployed a cloud native device form. So we are having cloud native device forms expanded coverage, so we have thousands of devices in iOS and Android now, you know and then establish automated compliance validation. Automated compliance test eliminates manual checks. So right now, if we are doing any manual challenges in this case study, what we are showing is, if we are automated compliance validations, that will eliminate manual intervention. Adopted a comprehensive risk based testing framework as such, right? So now we are talking about results. We achieved around 94% automation coverage, reduced regression cycle from weeks to days. Yes, this is really great. I mean, if we have, eliminated all compliance violations. Yes, compliance violations are once automated. Until there are changes, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're doing it manually, obviously there is a chance you might fail again. Realize this 387% of return of year. So yeah, it's a good return of investment over the period of time in year, first year, and this is going to improve more and more in coming years as such. Okay, now let's move on to next slide. Implementation roadmap. So here we are talking about giving a clear step by step transformation strategy. So first phase is assessment phase. So here what we are talking about, evaluate current testing maturity to identify high impact automation opportunities. Okay, so we are talking about analyze current process, identify high impact automation areas, estimate ROI calculations as such. Then we are talking about foundation building. Second step, establish foundation infrastructure and frameworks. So basically, we are talking about here set up cloud devices integrated with CI/CD pipelines, and then ensure strong data test data practices are followed. So yeah, this is a foundation block for this. Then we are talking about AI integration. So we are talking about add predictive testing, use self-healing scripts, then deploy visual AI or for UI checks basically. So yeah, so we are talking about predictive models, self-healing, visual data validations as such. Then we will talk about scale and optimize. Expanding test coverage, refined frameworks, right? Expand coverage and scope, refine for performance and continuous improvement. Yes, whatever technology we are using, right? Whether it's AI, cloud, or in future also, whatever is there, every technology needs a continuous, performance optimization or continuous improvement is required. Okay, this is iterative process. It's not one size fits all. So basically, we have to customize it also as per the needs. Okay, so now let's move on to next slide. High performance techniques. Okay, so we will talk about some high performance techniques here. Purpose here is share the habits of top performing organizations basically. So shift left quality culture we are talking about here. QA starts at the design and development stage, right? So integrate testing through the entire development cycle rather than a final gate. Cuts defects to, remediation cost up to 67%. So we have to involve in quality gates of using AI basically, or clouds and AI from the beginning itself. We should not wait till end, once it's developed then we are going to do it. So we have to always shift left. Then continuous learning models. Implement AI system that analyze test results, adapt continuously. So what we are talking about here is AI system evolves with every test runs. Self-improving algorithms deliver smarter coverage. So basically, yes. So as and when your model is matured, obviously you have to keep on learning your models again and again. AI models, as and when you learn more, it will be more stable as such. But yes, this learning process should continue always. Then cross-functional ownership. We are talking about established shared quality metrics across development, QA, operations. So we are talking about quality is everyone's responsibility here. Basically, developer, QA, or ops team. Unified metrics create alignment and accountability as such. So basically, everybody as a team has to work from start to end. It's not only QA job, not only dev job, not only operation job. Collectively, we will make a good product using AI. Next is key takeaways and next steps. So we'll summarize value and prompt action around this. Basically, strategic insights. AI powered testing delivers measurable ROI across industries. Predictive models enable proactive quality management. So here we are talking about AI testing delivers measurable results. Predictive model reduce rework and waste, and then industry specific patterns accelerate transformation. Basically, what we are saying is industry uses cases prove viability. Then we are talking about high performance achieve 78%, greater automation maturity. So basically we are talking about leaders gain 78% high automation maturity here. So action plans, basically what we can do: assess current testing maturity. Okay, so what is going on currently, we can assess it. Identify automation opportunities. We should always try to identify opportunities which is critical and repeatable most of the time. Then we can evaluate cloud device farm solutions. Okay, obviously we should know which cloud solution is better for us. Basically in-house on-premise or cloud-based solutions. We want in private network, public network. We have various cloud vendors available. We can use leverage those, right? Then pilot AI testing in a critical workflow. Pilot predictive testing. Basically, what we are saying is we should have pilot testing in a critical workflow as such. So basically, we should create some pilot or demo sort of thing for that critical workflow before automating all everything. And track and communicate wins early. So measure and communicate. Basically, we have to make sure tracking and communication is good so that we should achieve our goal in a good way, basically. Okay, so let's talk about where and how we can help, basically. So yeah, QA leaders who should follow up. Basically, QA leaders, mobile automation, DevOps, technology executives focus on scaling quality in mobile first organization. So yes, so with that, I think we are done. Thank you. Thank you.
That was absolutely great, Sharon, with around, the mobile testing. Thank you so much for sharing your pearls of wisdom. If I may, what kind of mindset, is needed for leaders who are still trying, who are still relying on legacy test automation and want to move to AI? What kind of mind shift is needed? Because the decision usually comes up from the top.
Yes, yes. So, mindset, what I will say, just go for it. I mean, AI is the future, right? You cannot want to left behind.
Yeah.
If you are not starting now, you will be too late after 2 years or 3 years. That's what I will say, because without AI, there's no future of any manual testing or automation testing. Okay, I know automation is going on, but we have to start from today itself so that we can integrate our AI models as such. Now if you
Mhm.
see, we have AWS, Azure, and many other vendors are there. We are using a lot of cloud platforms like CTest or Amazon Device Forms, anything. They are also leveraging the AI models. So yes, sooner the better. I think there's no another way out of not adopting to this AI culture anymore.
Very well, sir. Thank you. I'll ask you one final question before we wrap it up. Is, for teams who want to take the next step, I know you did talk about some of the cloud tools available, right? For teams
Mhm.
who want to take the next step after this session, what are the
Mhm.
some resources or platform or best practices you would recommend? Any place, any website that you visit very regularly, or any blogs or videos or channels that you follow?
Basically, we in Cognizant, we have internal blogs, we follow that. But yes, apart
Wow.
from that, AI, for AI, I am also planning for some advanced level certifications. I go to AWS, Azure.
Hmm.
People are doing a lot of certifications around it. So if you can search on AI, Google, or AWS certificates, or Azure certificates, you will find a lot of stuff there. And I will suggest that is a key. If you want to understand AI, go for some fundamental certifications around it, and then you will have a I will say not good, but yeah, better understanding of how to leverage AI. That will really help the future leaders as well as people who wants to grow their career in IT fields or any other fields. AI is not related to IT, right? So you should
Yeah.
learn and go for those certifications.
Well, thank you
That's what
so
I
much,
will
sir.
suggest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very well answered. Any final thing you want to say before we wrap up this show?
I would like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I have a lot of other things in future. If I'll get opportunity, I would like to present that as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working as a leader, so I know what all things we can present, and many people can utilize that things. And also, I have written few articles. They can search by my name, and those
Mhm.
articles are present on various websites as such if they want to.
Perfect, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you so much for joining. That was it in this episode of AI DevTools today, and we'll see you in some other episode. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Good day. Bye.